Hello and welcome to ENG 332. My name is Jason and I'm the instructor for this course. This short video is designed to walk through a couple of important items on our syllabus that I just want to highlight since I can't speak with you about the syllabus in person like you would in a normal face-to-face course. So, moving right along, our first section here, the course summary, I do ask that you read through this as well as all of the sections of our syllabus on your own time sometime this week. But for this section, I'm not really going to spend much time talking about anything since most of this is just generic stock information that's provided for all ENG 332 courses at the university. This here is our course description, which is just the catalog description you probably looked at when you signed up for this course. The learning outcomes are similar. They're developed by the English department for this course, and you can see that we have quite a few of them and not a whole lot of time to get through them, so we are going to kind of hit the ground running with week 2. One thing that is important here, I just want to note that you do not have a required text for this course that you need to purchase. I decided to go with all online resources because I know sometimes for undergraduates money can be a little bit tight. I am primarily using a textbook that is online called Writing Commons, but all the links are in Moodle, and again, you won't have to pay for access to that textbook. Policies and procedures is a little bit more important, and there's probably a lot of information in here that will be of specific interest to you. In terms of participation, you will receive a participation grade in our course, and I'll be deciding on that based on your performance in online forum posts, which we will have a few of, and also your group work. You will have one group work project, will be our last project, and probably our most involved project. And you can see more about the specifics of projects and how they factor into grades down in the grading section. Late work is another important item that I want to talk about. We don't have a lot of time this semester, as I've mentioned a few times now, and so I really can't offer you a whole lot of leeway in terms of handing in assignments late because that'll screw up you as well as my grading. So we have two different kinds of assignments. You have minor assignments and then major projects. For minor assignments, which are worth less and sort of accumulate into one grade at the end of the semester, I can offer you a 24-hour period where you can hand in an assignment late, but it's for half credit. For major assignments, you get a one-time use, no questions asked, 24-hour extension that you can take on any of the major projects except for the last project, only because that's a group project and that wouldn't really work out very well. So for our other major projects, if something happens, if a family member dies, if you get sick, if anything, you just need more time on an assignment, or I mean a project, you can use your extension by emailing me before the deadline of that project and just tell me that you're using your one-time use extension, and then I will expect your project emailed to me as opposed to being submitted to Moodle within 24 hours. And the one thing I do ask is that when you submit your project to me through email, do it on the same email chain as the request to use your extension. You're not required to use this 24-hour extension, and for many of you, probably you won't need to, and I suggest that you not so that you don't fall behind. But if something happens, and I know that sometimes things do happen throughout the semester that you can't help, you have a one-time, you only get it once, but you can use your 24-hour extension. In terms of contacting me, you're all more than welcome to email me with questions about our course or issues that you're having. Again, I do ask that you read our syllabus before you email me a question if it's a sort of general course question, because probably it's answered somewhere here in the syllabus. But my email policy is 24 hours to respond, and I may or may not answer on weekends until Monday morning. Usually that doesn't happen, but I, just like you, use my weekends for things other than school, so I may not be able to respond on weekends as quickly as I do during the week, but generally 24 hours, and I think that's pretty acceptable. Additionally, if you want to meet with me in person, I have an office on campus, and this semester or this summer I've been working on some projects of my own, so I have been in the office. So I'm available if you'd like to meet in person to talk about anything related to the course. Since I'm an online instructor, I'm not necessarily required to meet with students in person like in office hours like you would have with a face-to-face class, but because I'm here, I'm willing to maybe be able to meet with you if we can both find a time that works for us. So I can't say that that'll always be the case, but if you want to meet in person to talk about something, if you're worried about your how you're doing in the course or something, then you're more than welcome to try to set up a time with me. These last two items on here are sort of important. Please don't email me with questions about how to work the internet or how to hook up your internet or how to troubleshoot your router or anything like that. Unfortunately, those are issues that you'll have to work out on your own if you're taking an online course, and that also counts for Moodle as well, unless it's an issue where like I forgot to upload something or a deadline is mismatched or something. If you're just having problems figuring out how to navigate Moodle, that's something you may want to contact the university about to see if they have resources for you. Okay, lastly in this section, if you do want to work ahead in our course, since it's an online course and all the information is mostly provided for you, I'm fine with that. I know that it's summer, and so some of you may have things going on some weeks and then nothing going on other weeks, and your time may not be even throughout our whole semester. So the only caveat to that is that if you are working ahead and you come up to some kind of a problem or you want to run something by me before you actually start working on a project, you will have to wait until the rest of the course catches up with you. So I won't be able to answer questions about projects that are weeks in advance. And that's something that, you know, if you want to work ahead, you're kind of taking that on yourself. I'm answering questions for the week that we're on. Okay, so I'm not going to say a whole lot about this assignment section. This will be important to all of you. Go ahead and read through it, but there's really nothing that I can say that will help you in any way right now. These descriptions here of the major projects are just really kind of like little snippets. If you're looking for more detailed information, like when you actually go to do the projects, all of that can be found on Moodle for the weeks that you actually have to do those projects. And we'll basically, for the most part, be doing like one major project a week. And I know that sounds like a lot, but it's a short semester and we've got a lot of work to get through, so there's really no other way for me to do it. And I tried to space it out as evenly as I could, and I have very standardized deadlines, so things are always due on the same kinds of days of the week for each week. Same deal with grading. I'm not really going to say anything about this. You can see the way that things break down here. And actually the rest of this information in the syllabus is mostly kind of stock syllabus information about academic integrity, as well as if you need any extra assistance with the course. So that's really going to kind of do it for the video here. So you've completed your very first assignment, you watched the syllabus video, and now you have a forum post actually to go take a look at, which is just a really quick icebreaker thing. It'll take you 2 seconds to do. I will say in closing, I know that this is going to be a lot of work for you and me both, as I'll be grading your assignments and trying to get them back to you as quickly as possible, and you will be doing lots of assignments every week. I tried to space things out as best I could, but with the amount of time that we have here, you're really going to want to try to stay on top of the schedule and stay on top of your what you're doing for your assignments every week, and do the readings, because those will be the key to knowing what you need to do for the major projects, since we aren't going to have really any kinds of lectures in this course. And alright, well, that's all I got for the syllabus video. Congratulations on completing your first assignment, and don't forget you got a forum post to do today, and then you got a couple more forum post responses to do after that. None of that will take you more than like a minute or two, so don't worry about that. And alright, I'll see you guys on the forums.